Abe, Coach Abe here, and I've got who with me today?
Sam Cooper with Stormy Farms in Carthage, Missouri.
I know the story, but let's kind of tell everybody else. When you got this farm, it was a what?
Coach, it was a work in progress. It was all just fallow for 10 years. Nobody did anything for 10 years on this place. And if you've ever your grass grow for a week, think about letting your grass grow for 10 years.
That's crazy.
That's why part of our mantra is building a farm from scratch.
When you started this farm, you had something in mind that wasn't commercial farming. So why don't you tell everybody kind of about what that means for you?
I love regenerative farming. It builds the earth, it helps the animals, it helps my customers, it helps put healthy things in my body. And I want to put healthy things in my body just like my customers do. And I want to provide the best quality beef that's raised on grass because cows were bred, made, created by God to eat grass. They're not created to eat grain. So the best way that they can provide for me is to eat grass. And the best way I can make grass is by rotating these animals so that they move, mob, and mow.
So now you said move these animals. You talked about beef, but what other animals do you have on your farm to help you do this?
Well, for instance, look behind me. There's chicken tractors right there with chickens in them. Those get pulled around my pasture. They move one chicken tractor space at a time each day. So the chickens get fresh grass, fresh bugs every day of their life while they're here.
Wow.
So it's not just chickens, it's pigs too. I move pigs because pigs tear up ground. And we need to give the ground a time to regenerate and refresh and let all of the manure and things that hogs do to a ground regenerate and rebuild themselves. And that helps keep the ground fresh and that helps keep it clean. And that means I'm providing a fresh and clean product for my customers and myself to eat and be happy and healthy with. It's a multi-species farm in which you begin by grazing cows, and the cows mow the grass down so that pigs will find stuff to eat in that lower grass. Pigs like the stuff that's in the lower grass, and that gives them a chance to root and get grubs and worms and roots and things like that pigs love. And then I
Interesting.
bring the chickens in, and what the chickens do is they spread out all that manure. They get all the fly larvae and all those things out of that manure, and they spread the manure around the pasture so that the entire pasture gets fertilized, not just that one little spot where each one of those cows or hogs pooped. I'd rather put in the labor and get the good product. It's not
Yeah.
about how much labor you put in, it's about the quality of the product you provide. Because providing a quality product means that you're continuing to provide for the quality health of your community.
Yeah. Situation where you're putting in all this hard work, you're putting in all this love, right? And some people kind of look at, organic or boutique style products and go, "Man, these are so expensive." But what do
Yes.
people like when they buy that product, like from you, and it's more expensive than what something they would get at the store? What is it that you see in that product that makes it worth buying?
Well, my products don't have any antibiotics in them. They don't have any steroids in them. They're all natural. The way that it fills your body with nutrients. It doesn't give you any preservatives, additives. It doesn't give you all that junk.
It's interesting too, because we talk a lot about happy animals
Oh, yes.
and what a difference that makes too, because a lot of people don't realize that a commercial farm, yeah, antibiotics, yeah, grain, all that kind of stuff, those are important concepts, but when animals are living their entire life in this environment of commercial farming, it's not a happy place. They're
No,
crammed onto feedlots and lockers and in a barn, locked up where they can't really move, no light. And at your farm, I mean, and
I,
you handle all your animals by hand, don't you? Even the cows?
oh, absolutely. I don't use hot shots. I don't use tractors. I don't use four wheelers. I don't use anything. I use my body to move cows, and I use respect to move these animals. I move them so they go to places that they want to go because I provide things that they want, and they go to those things. I don't provide them shock. I don't provide them pain. I don't provide those things. That's not how I want to live.
I have had your product. It's astonishingly tasty. The meat, you got to go from your farm to a package, and so you use a facility. Tell us a little bit about that, because I think it's also something people don't really think a lot about, how meat gets to their table.
Take them to the processor. I take them the night before. Things that come from adrenaline and fear and all of those things. Uh, the happy animal, happy people.
Love that. And then the processor that you use, that's a local company for you, isn't it?
Absolutely, coach. I love to use my local community. Shake the person's hand that's doing the work for me or
Yeah.
providing the food for me. I want to look them in the eye and know that I'm getting a good product. They are a family owned business here in Carthage, local.
You've got this amazing place that you love, with
Absolutely.
filled with amazing animals, that you provide the best possible environment for them to live their lives in while they're here, so that
Yes.
they can become the most honored and respected guest at our dinner table, right?
Yes.
And out of that, we get the opportunity to move into our daily lives with nutrition and respect and care. And I think this is, if what would it mean to you, I guess, to know that there are people um, out there enjoying your product.
Abe, it's my honor. It's absolutely my pride to be able to provide a product that people enjoy, and it just makes my heart just, oh my gosh, it's amazing when I hear people talk about how much they love the products and how much better they taste than the things they get in the store. It's so uplifting, and it makes all that hard work that I do out here with these animals so worth it.
Yeah, I love that, Sam. Well, in case anybody didn't know, Sam is my big brother, and he's an absolute stud. You get to be just as happy as the pigs and the hogs and the cows and the chickens.
This is my happy place, Abe. This is my dream come true.
Body in
Great
motion
to-
stays in motion, my man.
yes, sir. It's great to be here, and I love it. Thanks for your help, Abe.
Hey, man,
Everything you
I
do
love
is
you,
is
Sam.
great. You're just amazing. You keep that coach going, and you're doing a great job up there. And national champion. Abe. The accolades for you go on and
Hey,
on.
man, I appreciate you, brother.
You know.
It's always a good day when we get together. It's smiles abound, and love and appreciation for the day we got. So
Oh,
get
I'm looking
after
for.
it and go sell some meat.
You know it. I appreciate you, brother. Love you.
All right, love you too. Bye bye.